your mind feels busy, you might just simply tell yourself, there's nowhere else I need to be, nothing else I need to be doing, no one else who needs me, nothing I need to achieve right now. We invite in a feeling of spaciousness. Some other words I love are aimlessness or purposelessness. All of those words describe this idea that we, in order to grow or change, develop, instead of adding on, instead of always thinking we need to add, we can create more space. And from space comes creativity. So you might just like to sigh out, just let your shoulders be heavy. Bring your attention into the body. Let's take our arms down by the side. As our next breath comes, we welcome in new learning, reaching up. And then sigh out. Just let everything be heavy. Sense of letting go. When the next breath comes, we reach up again. And let any busyness go. And one more time. All right, we're going to start today. The end of our heart meridian is right at the tip of our little finger. So just find the edge of your fingernail, squeeze from both sides, and then we're going to bring that finger and arm over the body. Keep the sit bones heavy, take a breath in, and then just slowly draw the finger across. You might feel a strong sensation down the side of the body, just let it be there. You might take a few breaths, just feeling into that openness through the side body. And then we'll slowly come back up. And same on the other side, just find the end of your fingernail, squeeze, draw the hand over the body. Keep that right sit bone heavy. And just take a few breaths. And letting go. Slowly come back up. Our Shenman point is the point just up from our little finger, right at the end of the bone where our finger meets the wrist. So you might just press with right on your wrist crease underneath that bone. And just small circles with the flat of your thumb. This is a good point if you're ever feeling a little scattered or unable to focus, if you're having trouble sleeping. And then we'll come over onto the other side, same point, right at the end of your finger and the wrist crease, just behind that bone. Might just take small circles with the thumb. All right, we'll start by bringing our kind of knife edge or our karate chop edge hand together, palms face up, and just tap them in, connecting that end of our heart meridian. Shoulders stay heavy, spine stays long. Just have a sense of open heart or open chest. We look for this feeling of soft front and strong back. Combination of welcoming in whatever the world brings us, but also being stable and supportive and being able to carry those around us who might need us. Holding our palms open is a gesture of giving, gesture of openness, generosity. If it feels unfamiliar or strange, that's okay. Just notice the feeling. Sometimes it's hard to choose to be vulnerable. Often we want to close off from the world. Okay, we're going to lift the palms up a little, and this time we're going to take our hands out. This is generally like a lotus flower kind of shape, and we're just going to connect our inner wrists. So we're back near that Shenman Point. And this inner wrist point is a point of calm and focus. So you might just like to sigh out, just allow yourself to be here. We'll turn the hands over, so palms face down, loose fists, and we're going to draw the inside of those fists together. And when you're ready, you might like to just shake out the hands. Just let them be as loose as you can, maybe elbows too. Up, down, side to side, take a big circle. Just explore, letting that energy move back to the body. You might like to take a few tight fists and then shake out. Draw everything in. Let go. Just notice that feeling of tightness and tension when we hold our breath, when we engage our muscles. And then the feeling of just letting go, sighing out. Let's interlace our fingers now, and we're going to really get right into the webbing of the finger, as tight as we can, rolling around. All right, now if you're on a block, take the block out. We're going to roll over on our knees and just bring our head all the way down to the floor. Just let your head be heavy. And then we'll take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders together. So just let your head be heavy. Just experiment with where you place it. Tuck the chin in. Don't want any pressure on our neck. Take a few breaths here. See if you can draw your shoulders away from the ears. And when you're ready, slowly come back up. Now we'll come back onto our sit bones. Take a moment, you might feel a little dizzy. So we're going to bring our energy now to our hands, from our hands to our head. So you might like to start just by combing through the hair and then just kind of scratching the skull. And bring all your attention to the feeling. You might like to tap all around the skull. Let's just gently hold the end of our ears. We're going to tug our ears a little wide. Many nerve cells at the end of our ears. Let's take our hands around to the back of the head, right where those occiput bones are, the big two bones at the base of your skull. Press underneath. Feel the crown of the head lifting up. You might like to take small circles here. Tuck in that chin. You might even work down the side of the neck just a little. Keep pressing up under the bone. And if you'd like to, you might even walk your fingers a little further around. There's a big bone right under your earlobe. Just see if you can find that. This is our Meridian point. Maybe some small circles here. We'll bring our fingers up to the side of our head. There's a natural indent out from the edge of your eyebrow, so trace your fingers to just where that kind of indent is in the side of the head. Small circles here. And from there, we're going to bring our thumb down to our jawbone and just press down the jawbone a little. Just follow the jawbone, might be a little bit sensitive. You might like to open the mouth as you do. And then start to tap right along that jawbone all the way down. And you might open and close the mouth. Just noticing where you might be holding tension. Maybe you've been grinding your teeth all night. Right on the edge of the jaw is our temporomandibular joint, TMJ. Just tap all around here. Just allow energy to flow back through. All right, we're going to cup our chin with one hand and then just slowly turn it around towards the shoulder. With the opposite thumb, start just above the collarbone and press into the side of the neck, slowly pushing up. Now there's a big ropey muscle called your scalenes, or group of muscles that go up the side of the neck. You'll find them as you slowly work your way up towards the occiput bone. Take your time here, no pushing or forcing, just allow your neck to slowly release. You might sigh out. And we want energy to be going from bottom of the neck up towards the occiput bone. You might find a little trigger point of muscle tension. If you do, just stop there. Hold it for a moment before you keep going. You might find you can release the tension just a little. Let's slowly come back to the center. Notice how your body feels on that side. And when you're ready, cup the chin with the opposite hand, turn the chin to the shoulder, and then we'll start again using the flat of the thumb, working the way from top of the collarbone, all the way up the side of the neck towards the occiput bones. We're just behind the muscle. No pushing, no forcing, just allow the slow release of whatever tension is there. Listening to your body. And we'll come back up. You might notice the neck feels a little longer, maybe. Let's take one of our ears down towards the shoulder. Keep your chin tucked in. We don't want to be tilting our head back. So tuck in the chin, take the ear to the shoulder. Sigh it out. And then we're going to roll our chin down to the chest. Come all the way to the other side. And then sigh out to come back up tall. Chin stays tucked in as much as you can. Breathing in. Let's drop the opposite ear to shoulder. Chin down to the chest. Sigh it out. And then slowly coming back up through center. And we'll keep going with this for a couple more times. Take a breath in. Sigh out. We want slow, smooth movements. Make sure you're not holding the breath, tilting the head back. Doesn't matter how far or how low your ear goes, we all have different mobility in our neck. Do one more time each side. And come up tall. So we've taken energy from our hands, we've moved it to our head. We're going to now come all the way down to our feet. If you're on a block, take it out. And we'll start just by bringing both of our feet together, soles of our feet together. Kidney 1 point directly under the ball of the foot, a little bit towards the middle of the foot. So just find that point. You might press the 2 feet together and just take a little rock from side to side, letting your body be grounded, connected to the earth. And any sense of control in your mind, or just let it go, just allow your body to roll, explore, be a little curious. Often we try so hard to stay balanced that we end up just bringing stress into our body all day, every day. So just notice what it feels like to let go of that attempt to always be in control. All right, we're going to bring our thumbs underneath the feet. Now, just find that kidney 1 point. So in between big toe and second toe, right underneath the ball of the feet. If you're not sure where it is, curl your toes in. There's a natural kind of indent when you do that, if your toes curl towards the sole of the foot. And then we're going to work along that kidney line. So we want to go up the inside arch of our foot, using the flat part of your thumb. Just see how you go. And then we're going to come up just jump above the ankle and go up the inside line of the leg. So you're inside the shin bone. We'll come back to just above the ankle, work your way up the legs. We're following our kidney meridian. And then we're going to just maybe start just doing one leg at a time. We'll extend one leg out, pick up the other foot. You might start by shaking it out, just letting everything be loose and heavy. You might like to roll the ankle, noticing any little clicks and pops. Maybe flex your toes forward and back. And then we're just going to open through the hip. Take your heel, your knee in your hands. Doesn't matter if your extended leg moves around a little bit, just let your body be as free as you can. Let's bring the foot back. We're going to do a little massage up the leg. So start with kind of claw hands. Fingers are on the top either side of the shin, and thumbs are pressing down the middle of the calf. And we're working our way up the leg. You might like to just squeeze that mango at the back of the leg. You can even use your heel of your palm to do this if you like. Once we get up to the knee, we're going to switch our hands over now. So thumbs are on top, fingers underneath. Squeeze the fingers into the back of the leg. Press the thumbs either side of the femur bone. It's drawing energy up the body. All right, let's bring our knees together, hands behind the body. We're going to just open through that hip. And you might like to grab a hold of the heel and just scissor forward and back. And let's extend that leg out. We're going to come straight to the other side. So pick up the foot again, shake it out. You might roll the ankle. Curl the toes in or push them out. Let's take the foot down. We'll trace up the outside the shins and up the back of the calf. So find those kind of claw hands. Been pressing quite strongly in the back of the leg. There's some strong bladder meridian points here. And then turning the hands over, thumbs on top, fingers underneath. Press either side of the leg. Fingers pull into the back of the leg. All right, let's pick up that leg and we'll open through the hip. Give yourself a moment to notice if this side feels the same as the other. Every day, body is different. All right, we'll bring our knees together and then open the hip out. Everyone has different range of movement in your hips too, so you might look quite different to me when you do this. That's okay. Just make sure you're not holding any tension in your upper body. Just allow your hip to open and draw your knees in. And you might grab a hold of the heel and just take the leg forward and back. Okay, let's take our legs as wide as they want to go. And we're just going to walk our hands forward just a little way. Let the upper body be heavy. Sigh it out. You'll feel a strong sensation down the inside of the leg, the back of the leg. Just let it be there. If you want to go deeper, you might curl your toes towards the head. One more breath. Let's walk the hands back up. We're going to bring one foot into the thigh and turn your whole torso towards that leg. Take a breath in and then sigh out. Just let your head be heavy. Let's walk the hands back. We'll come up tall again. Big breath in. This time we're just going to take our hand and roll it down the leg, rolling back the opposite shoulder. Your hand might not get anywhere near the foot, doesn't need to. Sigh it out. If you feel like you can go deeper, you might roll the arm over the body. Keep that shoulder as far back as you can. One more breath. Big sigh out. And we'll come up tall. We're going to swing this leg right around to the back. And come into our pigeon shape. Maybe come down onto the elbows. And just let the whole body be heavy. Back of the body sinks down. Invite a cheeky grin onto your face. Just make sure there's no tension in the jaw or the neck. And we'll drop our sit bone down. Swing that leg back up to the front. And we're just going to switch over to the other side. So draw the foot into the thigh. Flex that foot, straight leg. We're going to turn our whole body towards the extended leg. Take a breath in and sigh out. Curl the toes in if you can. Should feel that strong sensation down the back of the leg. If you've got any tension in your lower back, just come up tall again. Take a breath, sigh out. Walking the hands back. This time we're going to just roll one arm down, rolling back the opposite shoulder. Just let your body ease into this. And just like the other side, you might, if you like, go a little deeper, reach the hand over, keep that shoulder rolled back. And we'll slowly come back up. We'll swing that back leg behind. And return to our pigeon shape. Elbows can come down. Allow that strong, heavy feeling in the hips. And we'll drop down to our sit bones, swing that leg forward. You might like to take the hands behind and just allow your knees to drop open side to side. Noticing, feeling in the hips. Let's come all the way onto our back. And we're going to draw the knees in, maybe rocking a little side to side. Let's take one hand on each knee, and we're going to open through the hips. Maybe changing directions. Notice that feeling of back and kidneys being heavy on the ground, energy moving back from feet, from legs, back to where we need it, back to where we store our essential energy. All right, let's take our left foot over the right knee. We'll take our arms wide, heavy. And we're just floating that leg up. We're going to leave it up here for a little while. Make sure your tailbone is heavy, but there's no pressure in your neck or your jaw. Let's take a breath in together. As we sigh out, just draw both knees across the body. Let them go as heavy as they want to go. It might take a few breaths before they get anywhere close to the ground. And you want all your movement on the out breath. Just let your body slowly sink into a twist. We'll roll back onto our spine, untangle our legs, and just come straight to the other side, right foot over the left knee, lifting the left foot off the ground. Just take a few breaths here. Notice if your spine feels tense. Can you relax it down? When you're ready, take a big breath in. And as we sigh out, we'll take the knees across the body. Take a few breaths to get there again if you need to. Just allow the twist to naturally sink in. And we'll roll back onto our spine. Let's bring the knees back to the chest. You might even like to reach in between, find a happy baby, maybe a little wobble side to side. We're going to take some rock and rolls to come back up to sit. So draw the knees together again. You might like to bring the hands down and just press into the floor to see if you can get a little bit of momentum. lifting the tailbone up, and then use that momentum to roll back up, massaging the spine as you go. Keep the chin tucked in. Just allow the whole body to be heavy. Maybe one more. And we'll come up to a seated position. Let's roll the shoulders. Both directions. Just take a moment to scan through the body. Notice how your neck feels, your hands, your legs and body. Very simple, easy ways to bring our energy back to the ground, away from busyness of thoughts. We'll finish today drawing the inside of our wrist together. Take a sigh out. We might like to roll one wrist over the other. You might change directions. Connecting points on our heart meridian, our lung meridian, our pericardium. All points relating to calm, focus, concentration, memory. Let's bring our palms together, join energy of our left and right. We'll press our knuckles of our thumbs against the middle of our chest. It's attitude or emblem of gratitude and humility. You might like to just give thanks for whatever has happened during the week. Looking forward to the weekend ahead. Maybe thanking yourselves for coming to the mat, for prioritizing practice in our lives. And as we always do, let's bow to each other, just acknowledging shared energy of practicing together.